level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Brought me a new shovel.
Hey, what's up? Hey, we coming at you a little crazy today from a little bit different angle here. Phone's charging, so we just gonna shoot it this way, but I'm hungry, so I'm ready to cook. So what we're gonna do today, we're just going to do Italian seasoned chicken breast on top of pretty much just white rice. Again, I'm just looking for easy recipes. I'm not looking for anything complicated, trying to change the diet up. So this is the way that I'm going. Pinterest is like the best friend on earth when it comes to little simple things like this. So I'm just going ahead and do what the recipe calls for, and we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it's good. I really don't see how it could be bad, honestly, but I mean, it's as simple as can be, but we're just gonna go ahead and do it up. So right now what I'm about to do, chicken's thawed out here. It was frozen, so I'm going ahead and get this ready while we sit here and chat it up. Excuse me. I'm just going to season the chicken up. It does call for 2 tablespoons of butter to cook the chicken in, and it calls for 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning to cook the chicken in as well. We'll go over the other ingredients as we go along. It does call, I guess I should tell you how many chicken breasts. It does. Now this recipe is 4 servings, so it's 4 chicken breasts. Now I am using strips because I just like to go that route. I don't know. Just rinse them on off there. Get them ready to go. So how's everybody been out there? I've been good for the week, man. I've just been hanging out, chilling, trying to figure out new content, stuff like that. Been looking at the news. Just noticing all kinds of crazy stuff, just like last time. Ain't nothing really changed. It looks like, I guess since the last time I talked to y'all, a young man got killed in his folks, in his grandma's backyard or whatnot. Let me see what I'm gonna do here. So just thinking about that, I can't even imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like me being a grandparent and seeing that happen. I mean, I don't know why he was at his grandma's, why he ran to his grandma's. I don't know if he's living with his grandma's. I don't know if there is a situation going on with the folks, or if he was just visiting his grandma, or he's over his grandma's. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, anyhow you look at it, that's crazy. But I mean, let's put it this way, y'all. I mean, let's say he was busting out the windows, right? Because, I mean, I don't know if he was or wasn't. This is just what is associated with the whole situation. So to exclude that, I mean, I think wouldn't necessarily be the right thing to do, especially if it's brought up. Now, whether or not you believe he was doing that or not, that's another story. But all I can do is just relate him to me, just being at that age, just doing dumb shit. I mean, so just with that being said, I mean, that's simple enough to believe. I mean, any way you look at it, just for the simple fact of just being young and dumb. Because I know the thing, the thing that I know, something that was done at my age, you know what I mean? Around that age, I believe he was pretty young. You know what? I'm gonna have to get the facts on that. Hopefully he was young, because if he was old, then goddamn it, busting out windows, are you a fucking idiot? I guess being young, I guess young and dumb, not really any different. But sometimes when you're older, you just should know better than to do dumb shit. So hopefully he was young. So anyways, around, a certain age group, teenage, I mean, the thing to do was to, let's see here, let me wash my hands. The thing to do was to steal hood ornaments off of cars. Like, that was the main thing. That was the shit. That's what we did. So we just go around looking. I mean, of course, you know us. Young black youth back in the day, Cadillacs was the shit. We get some Benzes or whatever. But, I mean, my preference was the gold emblem Cadillac hood ornament, yeah, sorry, Mom. I mean, when I was telling you I didn't know where I was getting those bomb-ass chain hood ornament necklaces back in the day. Shit, I knew, because I was getting them myself for me. So sorry about that, Mom. So that was our thing. Right now I'm seasoning the chicken. I season every lemon pepper. No matter what kind of chicken I'm cooking, I don't care what the recipe calls for. I don't give a damn. I'm putting lemon pepper all over it. So that was an added ingredient. I need to get the two tablespoons of butter in, get them melted. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But back to the story. So hood ornaments was the shit. That's what I used to do. So just thinking, that it just completely destroys just my thought process to think that I could have, if it was today. Pow, there's my handy dandy little scooper. I know y'all remember this from the last video. If you don't, go check it out. This scooper right here, this measuring cup is the shit. 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm about to put that in. All right, you hear that sizzle? That means a song. So I couldn't imagine getting shot or killed over me stealing those hood ornaments. You know what I mean? Like, because all I can do is think about what I would have done. You know what I'm saying? At that age, getting caught. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the middle of, stealing the hood ornament, right? Like, right in the middle of it. All of a sudden, everything goes sideways. And, it's the cops. So, of course, again, being young, being dumb, of course you're gonna run. You know what I mean? You're not gonna want to get caught for doing something stupid like that. You're not gonna want to get in trouble. I mean, come on, think about it, right? So you're gonna run. I mean, you're going to run. I mean, that's just the way that it is. And if you get caught, you get caught. If you don't, then you got away with that stuff, and you'll tell your friends about it, and y'all be laughing and shit like, man, almost got caught. Probably won't ever do that shit again, because at that point in time, you're scared to fucking death. And that's usually that's the kind of person I was. That's all it took. Like, if I got caught, or if I almost got caught, I was done. Like, that's all it took. So putting salt and pepper. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to wash that off. God damn. I mean, sorry, y'all. Meat tenderizer, Italian seasoning, and I am putting chopped onions in there as well. As you can see, none of that really called for it except for the Italian seasoning, but this is just how I cook my chicken. Pepper as well. So that's just the way that it was. You're gonna run. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to get caught. You don't want to get in trouble. All of those things. So nowadays, I just could not imagine, salt as well, I just could not imagine stealing a hood ornament, just getting caught and running. And my grandma's, places that we always hung out back in the day. Well, always went, I'd go to my grandma's, you know what I mean? So to get caught, run to my grandma's, and get shot and killed. Like, I can't even imagine that over something so stupid. Like, death is no joke. Like, if you know anybody that's died randomly, if you know anybody that's died, that shit is no joke. Like, so to, die violently like that over something, over a dumbass crime, number one, if alleged crime, and it's crazy. So that's how I think about this newest situation that's come up. That's how I relate to it. Everybody relates to all of these situations, especially people of color. We all relate to all of these scenarios, some more than others, there's this one instance that I can relate to, and it really is that simple. I think I might be able to do this. Another instance that I can really remember is this goes all the way back kind of to the beginning of what started all this, to be honest with you, was Mr. Brown, right? So Mr. Brown, they slandered him with stealing cigars, right? That's just what they did. So I can relate that situation to me and my homies way back in the day. One of my homies got caught stealing cigars. You know what I mean? So nowadays, let's say he would have ran. You know what I mean? Let's say he just would have you know what I'm saying? Whatever it came down to between him and that officer. You know what I'm saying? To think that knowing all it was cigars, and knowing he didn't have a weapon, and knowing that he would have ended up getting just shot to death, and a weird circumstance, like again, like that shit is crazy. I'm not justifying the crimes because they're stupid as fuck, but the ends don't justify the means, I guess is what I'm saying. Like that shit is crazy. Like, so what I'm about to do, I'm about to put all this mixed together here. So we got 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. I'm about to put it all in a bowl. We have 1 cup of uncooked rice. I'm gonna do 2 cups because I'm cooking more chicken. So for a lot of this stuff, I'm going to be doubling it up because I'm going to make double, because that's just the way that it's going to be. So what I'm reading is what the recipe calls for. So you just, you know, add the appropriate portions for what you're cooking. That's the way that I'm gonna do it here. So originally, again, it starts with 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. It starts with 1 cup of uncooked rice. Now it does say white rice. I'm gonna use brown. I ain't fucking with no white rice. 2 1/4 cup of chicken broth. So, and 1 juice from a lemon, or juice from 1 lemon, I should say. You put all that in a bowl. So that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put all this in a bowl. I'm going to wait for my chicken to get done, because it says to cook the chicken for about 2 minutes on each side. Don't cook the chicken fully through. About 2 minutes on each side is what it said, because it's going to cook in this entire blended process for a while. So you don't want to overcook your chicken and have that stuff all dry, and so be it. So I'm going to go on ahead and turn this chicken over. I'm going to mix all of these ingredients together. And when I come back, I'm going to show you what it looks like in the pot. Or in the pan, I should say. I'll tell you what I did, because I only got a couple minutes left of explaining. So I'm gonna put it all together. You're gonna come back and see what it looks like in the pan, and then I will stop that, let it cook for 20 to 25 minutes is what it says. So I'm gonna let it cook for 20 to 25 minutes, and then we'll come back with the finished product, and we'll see how it is. And whoa, hopefully that is good. So all right, I'll pause it. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Everything's been mixed together. Everything's already been put into the pan. I'm a little nervous. It looks a little crazy. It says to set the chicken. Okay, so you put all the concoction that you made. Okay, let me back up. So what you do is you remove the chicken out of the pan that you were cooking it in. You put that on a plate. You don't clean the pan. You leave everything that was left over in the pan. Then you add your concoction and all your mixing together. Your 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, your 1 cup of uncooked rice, your 2 1/4 cup chicken broth, and your juice from 1 lemon. You put all that together. You mix it up. You put it into that same pan that you're cooking the chicken in. Then when you put that in there, then you put the chicken on top of that. When you put it on top of that, you put it down to low medium heat. You let it simmer for 20 to 25 minutes, or until the liquid is gone. So I have a lot of liquid because I'm cooking more. I'm a little bit nervous. It said to set the chicken on top. Mine was more like set the chicken in, because of how much more I made. I don't think that's going to make a difference, but I guess we'll find out. So here's what mine looks like. That's all I could say. You know, do that for me, because we might have done some crazy stuff. All right, so I'm gonna just show y'all what mine looks like, and y'all can always put up pictures of what y'all's looks like on my page and all that good stuff like that if you want to. That's not a big deal. Let me go ahead and I'll just unplug my phone this way. We'll just do it this route here. So here's what it looks like. So we're gonna see. You know what I mean? We're gonna see. So I'll be back. We'll go from there. All right. As you can see, I'll try to get down close. The liquid is gone. You know, it's just moist. That's all it is. That's what you do. You just cook it till the liquid is gone. I also added some celery bits on top. I should have added more, but I don't know how it's going to be. But I mean, there should be enough for each bite. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. We got our croissants in the oven. What else is there to say? You can go on ahead and call that life right there. Be ready. Be ready. Let's do it.
Girl, I really fucking wanna sex.